Welcome back to Living Intentionally. I'm Holly. This episode is reflecting on living the good life. So I started this project to just spread happiness and joy, to help people live an intentional life. I wanted people to be able to see life through a different lens, to take that step and reach out to people intentionally. And something I've known in my gut has been verified by Harvard. My gut has always told me that you have to take time and make time for others. You have to carve out time for your family and friends. You have to make family traditions, and you have to make sure that family is a top priority. How? We are all so busy. We have careers and commitments and yard work and housework. But your job and your money and a fancy house and stuff will not bring you happiness. Relationships that are supportive and loving and long-term will make you happy. My husband was also an educator and one of the smartest people I ever knew. And really, he was, not just because he was my husband. He was book smart and he could calculate anything in his head, and he always remembered dates. But beyond that, he was a people person, and many people have told me how they felt when they were with him, when they had conversations with him. They felt seen by him. When you were in a conversation with Toby, you were in the conversation and he was there just for you. He listened to what you had to say and he was present in the conversation. Several people have shared this with me and my father-in-law, and he always prioritized family. He was intentional about prioritizing his family. He had an old-fashioned planner that kept him organized, and in the planner were our kids' events and family birthdays and parties and barbecues and, yes, meetings and appointments. He planned this all out in pencil in his dayminder, and I know that even though he left this earth too early, he was happy with his choices. In order to be happy with your life choices, you have to live intentionally. You have to plan to be available for your family and friends. The study, facilitated by Harvard, which is called the Harvard Study of Adult Development, was started in 1938 and followed men and eventually their wives and their children. 75 years. The study found that happiness is linked to good health, and happiness is most achieved by having strong, positive, supportive relationships. From the study, the bottom line is good relationships keep us healthier and happier. A quote from the current director: the people who were most satisfied in their relationships at age 50 were the healthiest at age 80. Wow. Also noted in the study was that good relationships don't just protect your body. Good relationships can help protect your brain as well. So you have to put time and make time to be committed to others. You have to put others ahead of yourself to achieve happiness. How will you build your relationships with your adult children, with your siblings, with your parents? How will you grow your relationships as you age? Share with me all the intentional ways that you are working on your relationships to make yourself happier and in turn, make others happier. My husband and I were very busy when our children were little, like most parents, of course, and we didn't know about the Harvard study at the time, but we consciously committed to family time. Living intentionally has always been a part of my family history. One of our cherished and protected parts of our week was Sunday. We would go to church and then we'd go out to breakfast, and we would very intentionally have family time. Our family time was conversations and laughter and joking and catching up. This was nothing elaborate. It wasn't a major commitment of time or money, but it was constant. My kids would order Dr. Pepper, yes, with breakfast, and that was a big treat. And I know that my kids remember that time, all of those Sundays. You don't have to have expensive vacations or weeks together. You just have to be intentional about carving out that family time. I'm currently carving out that intentional time with my granddaughter. I have prioritized our relationship. Maybe I'll be here when my granddaughter graduates from high school and college. Maybe I won't, but I want our relationship to be important. I want to make sure that she knows how intentionally she was loved and is loved. So there's no time like the present to make a new family tradition. Maybe a weekly family walk or a fun family dinner, or maybe that you are just going to have game night together. Your happiness is in your control. That's all for now. I hope that you're a little lighter. I hope that you have a smile on your face. And until we meet again, live your life intentionally with peace in your heart and reach for joy. Bye for now.